Can we dance in the moonlight?
lot.
We'll dance if the mood's right. Make plans to the sunrise and sleep till noon. I'll take you to the beach, get our toes wet, and leave after sun.
Hello there, my name is Caitlin and I am Navajo and part Irish. In this video, I wanted to share with you my haircut journey and what that means to me as a Navajo woman. I've had long hair for a really long time now and recently cut off around 20 inches. If you are Native yourself or not, you may or may not know the significance that hair plays within our culture. So what I've been taught is that at birth, you are supposed to let a baby's hair grow out for at least a year. This new hair growth is very important. After a year, you can cut the baby's hair, after which it should not be cut and only trimmed for maintenance. The significance of our hair is in connection to corn. Our hair represents corn silk. Corn silk is attached to each kernel of corn, which then gets fertilized by corn pollen in order to develop the kernel. With that in mind, the Navajo teaching is that each of our own hairs is attached to sensors on our head, leading to the nervous system and the cells, which help with positive energies, intuition, higher thought processes, power, and spiritual wisdom. This is why we take care to grow out our hair and maintain it with care. These teachings are from my Nellie, her knowledge and personal experiences, and may differ from what other Navajo families believe. From my own personal experiences, just growing up and observing the world around me, the Navajo women in my life all had long hair. And these women I looked up to and I strived to be like them. And so subconsciously, wanting to be like them, I also wanted long hair. As an Indigenous person, it seems like long hair is intertwined with my identity. Having this in mind, I went back and forth on whether I wanted to cut my hair short or not, but I ultimately decided to go for it. For me, the decision was more about maintenance and what worked best with my current lifestyle. I didn't have time to fix my hair every day like I wanted to, and so it would just end up in a messy bun most of the time. And since the summers here in Arizona are so hot, I would rarely put my hair down. Long hair can also be kind of expensive to maintain because I would go through my products more quickly and I would have to purchase them more frequently. Because of these reasons, I felt that short hair would just work better for my current lifestyle. I really wanted to try something new with my hair. Also, my hair is just naturally wavy and curly, and I felt like short hair would almost like revitalize my waves and just work for them. I decided to get my hair cut at my local salon, Bloom Hair Artist Collective. I have a hairstylist there that I've been seeing for a really long time, and her name is Miranda. And every time I've had my hair cut there, it's always been such a positive experience. And so I just knew it was a no-brainer for me to trust her with my short hair transformation. Leading up to the day, I almost felt shameful about my decision. And I've been trying to practice more awareness for my feelings and emotions. So I knew I wanted to explore why I was feeling this way. I believe part of it is how I grew up. My culture values long hair, which I naturally identify with. So I have this particular memory of when I was in elementary school. One night my mom wanted to trim my hair only like an inch or two, and I remember being so upset by this. I cried and it was just a sad experience for me. Going to school the next day, I remember talking to my friend about getting my hair cut, and she opened up to me and told me that she also got her hair cut the night before and also had like similar feelings that I had about it. Anyways, I just remember feeling a sense of solace and comfort knowing that she went through the same experience, and that was pretty interesting. But that memory is kind of like a happy and sad memory, but it kind of goes to show how at a young age I knew the importance that long hair had in our culture. Secondly, because my identity as a Navajo woman is so intertwined with having long hair, I felt that having short hair would then distance me from my culture, which was a sad thought for me. But regardless of my negative feelings, I was set on having my hair cut. Okay, so now to talk about the actual haircut experience. So going into it, I was of course nervous, but also excited at the same time. I told my hairstylist what kind of hairstyle I wanted, and she was very excited for me and happy that I trusted her with this haircut transformation. After we talked about the length I wanted my hair, she made 4 ponytails, the length around which she was gonna cut, and she made sure to keep checking with me like, are you sure? Is this length okay? Just making sure I was comfortable with the length. We made sure to cut my hair a little bit longer than what I asked for, just so we had some wiggle room to play with. After talking through the length that I wanted, my hairstylist then made 4 ponytails, and this is where she would cut off most of the length. So there were 2 ponytails in the front and then 2 in the back, and so she was going to be cutting right above where it was tied. She started cutting the back ponytails, and as she cut, I could like feel my hair or my head getting lighter. She was cutting them one by one, and I was just very excited to see like what it would look like at the end, because it's been a really long time since I've had my hair this short. I feel like that was the most nerve-wracking part, was when we cut off the majority of my hair length, but I knew that I was set on this haircut, and even if for some reason I didn't like it, my hair would grow back eventually, and so it was very low risk in my mind. Then the most relaxing part of the haircut, I got a scalp massage. The hairstylist, she put in some oil on her hands and then was just massaging my scalp. It was very relaxing. After that, we washed my hair and conditioned it and put it up into a hair turban, and I was very excited to see like what it was gonna look like down, and after she refined it a little more. Seeing my short hair in the mirror, I was happy and I knew I made the right decision. My hair felt lighter, and I already knew that my waves and curls would look so much better. Because we cut my hair a little bit longer than what I wanted, Miranda then cut off a few more inches to get it to the length that I wanted in the end, which was around my like collarbone area. She made sure to thin it out so it didn't look choppy, and I also wanted to get bangs, and so this is where we worked on my bangs as well. So lately I've been more experimental with bangs, and I've had bangs in the past, and so it was very low risk for me. I've had them before. It wasn't that big of a change. Slowly the haircut was revealing itself as we were refining it. Miranda styled my bangs and then blow dried the rest of my hair. I did want to try out a wavy hairstyle, and so Miranda used a straightener to create some waves in my hair, which was really fun. The last step was to make sure my bangs were good and just to refine them a little more. And so I wanted them at a length where they weren't like poking my eyes, so we cut them a little bit shorter. And yeah, this is how they look. I was very happy with the end result and very grateful for Miranda. She did a really great job, and she made sure to check in with me throughout the whole haircut process to make sure everything was to my liking. That's a lot. I was very happy with the end result. Ever since my hair has been super easy to wear, I can put it in a half up hairstyle, or I could put it in a bun, or I could just leave it down. Also, this is my natural hair. I didn't have to style it aside from my bangs, but like, it's wavy. When it was longer, it wasn't this wavy, and I really love it. I'm really excited to kind of experiment with my wavy and curly hairstyle. I want to try and figure out ways to bring out the waves more, using more curly friendly hair products and styling. Despite my negative and shameful feelings surrounding my haircut, having short hair doesn't have to be bad. I can give this experience my own meaning and lean into that. And so I asked myself, what does this mean to me? To me, short hair means a new beginning, which is hopeful and beautiful. A willingness to be vulnerable, which is scary and requires strength. My long hair felt comforting and familiar, kind of like a safe blanket, if that makes sense. And short hair seems the opposite of that. For most of my life, I had this association that long hair meant that you were close to your culture. And so thinking with that same mindset, having short hair would then mean being distant from your culture, which was a scary thought for me. But giving my experience my own meaning, short hair can mean a willingness to learn more about my culture, to build upon my own knowledge, and to be growth-oriented. Not being afraid to start again, to learn and make mistakes along the way. Since I've had long hair for a majority of my life, I now have the opportunity to ask myself, who am I stripped back? I can forge my own path and embrace my culture in my own unique way. Short hair can also carry positive meaning, and embracing this will not take away from the significance that long hair has within our culture. And in a way, short hair can have the ability to bring me even closer to my culture. Regardless of your own hair length, I encourage you to take pride and find positivity in your own choices. Our identity and our closeness to our culture is not solely defined by outward appearances. As Native people, we should celebrate our own individuality. As a Navajo woman, I definitely had conflicting feelings around cutting my hair short. But I realized I have the power to bring my own positive mindset to this. I wanted to share this whole experience because I felt that others, such as yourself, could relate. Whether you have long hair or if you have short hair, these personal choices should be free of shame or guilt. You have the power to give your own meaning to these choices and write your own story. I hope this video was helpful to you in some way, whether that was to be seen, to help you make your own decisions about your hair, or if you just learned something new. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.
You made me wanna go away, go away. You made me wanna go away, go away. You made me wanna run away and never come back. I wish I never said I loved you.